gonna turn my stream back on, but basically just gonna have to poke at it until it works. I did change it to 1080p 60 frames per second instead of what it was, which is 1080p. And that should work.
I have mail now.
I know what that means. A band of refugees hailing from all this time are all come to Revenant's told to seek asylum. See, I fucking called it, right? I said, as soon as we bring in some people, everyone, especially the you and old, are going to come running. But it seems they expect us to afford the same treatment they gave to the Domans. Right? Exactly. At present, there is 7th heaven awaiting a formal response. 7th heaven. 7th heaven? What is this, a room full of, like, blowjobs and shit? Like, what the fuck is this? Why would you name it 7th heaven? Why? It sounds like a strip club. Scions of the 7 strip clubs.
I don't have mail yet.
Let's see, mayhap this was to be expected. I shall meet them once. Just so you know full well that we haven't the resources to accommodate many more people. Consider what will happen if you do this. Word will spread and more will follow. Opinion is duly noted, but I will hear their suit. I am grateful for your presence in this meeting. What? You just telling me to go kill another primal? Like, you're a broken record at this moment. Primal. Every time I talk to you. You can ask me how the weather is? Like, how well my pants fit? Like, if I need more armor? Like, you can ask for anything that's not fucking primal related? Jeez, lady. Okay.
Those are primals.
She's all about them primals. Those thick primals. Thick. Juicy primals. She's I was about to say, she's thirsty for those primals, and my brain went, hey, it's a Gatorade skit. Primal juice. Get your new primal juice today. It'll make you feel like a strong primal in no time. Feel like taking on Titan? Boom, primal juice. Oh, you think you want to fight Ifrit? Boom, primal juice. Whenever you're sweating really hard, you want to get some of that back in your body? Primal juice. Fucking make a Gatorade bottle with P on it instead of a G. Primal Aid. Get yours today. Fucking Primal Aid. Primal Aid for the hardworking as for the primal aid for the hardworking Eorzean in you. Get yours today.
Or get laid. Sorry, I had to. And it has to be a Lalafell that's selling it.
Or Mikito.
Mikito, yes.
I apologize for keeping you waiting. My name is Vinfilia. I lead the Silence of the Seventh Dawn. God be praised, it is you. Uh-huh. We're ready and willing to work, same as the Domans. Please give us a task and we'll see it done. Pray, calm yourselves. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I know not of your situation. Beg your pardon, attendant. I ain't so good with words. We've been living off of scraps and Uldar for years, trying to piece together a life to replace the one we got took. They say there's work, but there's not for an honest man. Others wouldn't sully his soul sooner than his palms any road. The flames do what they can for us, of course, but it ain't near enough. It's only getting worse. When the calamity brought us to our knees, those rich bastards in the city didn't help us. Didn't help us up. They climbed on our backs. I don't pretend to be clever, but even I can see what's coming. I was going for a sobbing kind of like tearful voice, but I guess I'll fucking stop because I don't want to seem like a dick.
No, you just sound black all of a sudden.
Dang, Flash, you're very, very good at
That's
this.
No. That's got all kinds of no written all over it.
I don't know what you're talking about. That one's also a no.
I don't pretend to be clever, but I can see what's coming. I knew we had to run. The only question is where. And then it came to me. Providence toll. I mean, you took them foreigners in, didn't you? So you surely do the same for us.
Yeah, but see, there's a difference. We're not of Ul'dah, nor are we of any one religion. Neither are they.
I fear your situation. Your situation is more complicated. While it is true that we accept the Doman's petition for aid, the decision was a product of extraordinary circumstances. I sympathize deeply with your plight, but pray you understand that it's not possible for an organization of our means to aid all who have been affected by the calamity. And so it is with great regret that I must deny your request. But we've nowhere else to go. You're turning your back on us. Just like stab that knife in and just twist it. If I might have a word. Tataru. I'm just gonna start calling her Pop-Tart. Can I? Can I start calling her Pop-Tart? Is that a good nickname? Pop-Tart.
I like blueberry.
Ill tidings from Ul'dah, my lady. Alphana has been wounded. The fuck did he do? Fall on a knife? What? How is it serious? I cannot say for certain, but I fear that it might be. According to the flames, the refugees started a riot, went wild, apparently lashing out at anyone and everyone. That can't be right. Why would they? They must have been provoked. The demonstration was meant to be peaceful. Seven hells, now the blades have an excuse. They'll round us up and kill anyone who tries to resist. Please, if you want to help us build a new life, at least help us keep the ones we've got. Fuck. Well, we are grade A boned, everybody. My lady. We are not the ones standing idly by to watch innocents suffer. However, until we know more about the circumstances surrounding this riot, I am not certain of what aid, if any, we can provide. If the authorities determine the refugees attacked without provocation, then those responsible will have to answer for their actions. Just send me. We all know you're just gonna send me. How can you be so blind? Find Alphana, and quickly. If he's in danger or worse, I'll have you and none other by his side. And thank you. Pray don't concern yourself with the matter we were discussing earlier. Yetta and Papalimo will see to it. Alphanad is being treated as the hourglass. Or Alphanad has a... pray. I think it's really funny. Okay, what the hell is causing me to lag?
So, you set a home point. What does the register free destination do?
I think you can have a home point and one free teleport to a certain node.
I'm gonna set it to this one because we obviously know we're gonna be coming back and forth forever and ever on in. Yes, okay. Teleport. Ul'dah steps, here we come. Not as expensive as I expected it to be. No, I don't want to use a free ticket, it's only 300 bucks. Can you guys use that ticket?
Yeah, I can.
Where is Fox? Because Fox asked you to invite him a while ago.
Yeah, I've been,
I'm over here killing black sheep at the moment. I just need one more and I'll be done. One more thing of fleece. I have a stack of 99. Just depleting and eradicating the...
You're clearing off the surplus population. You've become a villain, I understand.
Okay, we're heading over to, Olda.
Adventurers Guild. Oh, well,
And why
I
I'm...
already ran over half the way there. I might as well just run the rest.
Stake somewhere?
Yay, I have mail! Am I gonna go buy the delivery mobile? No. Damn it. God damn it.
You did that mission too?
No.
Okay, I really want to know how to change the interface of color.
I did a thing, so it's okay. In the fleeting moment, all is well. Ooh! Fuck you. Alphanod, why are you standing up in the inn?
It's all kinds of bad. What the hell's going on?
Ulda is a nation famous for the great disparity between the wealthy and the poor. The majority of the populace expect to take the praise, but they believe that every man bears responsibility for his own life. Timothy is telling
Stand this.
some would say he's only for other man's work. No wonder the wealthy feel great envy. So where do the refugees fit into this social hierarchy? What place are those who play on the destruction of the land? There is none. They have no wealth, no power, and no work. So the Uldan may as well not exist. Choosing to ignore their existence is absolutely not an option. General Ravan and the Sultana understand it. This is why they ordered the immortal flames to provide a refugee's aid and such. Yet none would dispute that the expenses incurred they grow by the day, with no end in sight.
There we go. Finally found a way to change the name. The colors of party names and my name.
Oh, it is. Something's making my video dip.
Come, you must have
Is it the
gathered
video
by now
or
that
is it
Tatari was
the
given to exaggeration. As you can see, I am quite well. Ulda, on the other hand, is not. This riot was anything but an isolated incident.
Pop-Tart, damn you! He was stabbed. Nope.
There is a restlessness in the air.
What do you prick his
Emotions
finger?
long simmering are at last threatening to boil over.
Well, if we know Alphanod, it probably was stabbed, but he's playing
Ulda
it
is a
up.
nation infamous for the great disparity between the wealthy and the poor.
He's not gonna
Majority
let
of the
on that he's
populace
that
accepts
gravely
this state of
wounded. You and I
affairs
both know
because
that.
they believe that every man bears responsibility for his own lot in life.
Unless it was of dire need, he wouldn't
To an
let himself
Uldan,
be believed
money
to have been
is the
that wounded.
foremost, and some would say the only measure of a man's worth. Small wonder that the wealthiest wield the greatest influence.
I'm gonna eventually have to find a stand fan because my side of the
So where do the
room at night
refugees
gets way
fit into
too
this
hot.
social hierarchy?
Well, you do
place
leave the
is
light
there for
on.
those who fled Alamigo and the destruction
No,
of the
at
calamity?
night.
Plainly, there is
I'll go
none.
to bed in
They have no
comfort,
wealth,
but when
no
I wake
power,
up,
and no
I'm
worth.
sweating.
To the Uldan way of thinking, they may as well not exist.
And no offense, your mama wasn't a glass maker, or a screen door maker
Choosing
for
to
that
ignore
matter.
their existence, however, is patently not an option. General Rauban and the Sultana understand this, which is why they ordered the Immortal Flames to provide the refugees aid and succor. Yet none would dispute that the expenses incurred by this
Air
policy
does not
grow
pass
by the
through
day,
you so well.
with no end in sight. This has prompted more and more Uldans to question their obligation to aid these worthless wanderers. While more and more refugees have come to resent their treatment at the hands of the sneering citizenry. The manner of Lord Lolorito's refusal to grant the Dolmens asylum bespoke a disdain for all refugees, an attitude shared by the rest of the monetarists. And you may be sure they make no effort to conceal their opinions. It was only a matter of time before the refugees united in protest, nor is it any surprise that some among them would ultimately resort to violence.
So now we gotta go talk to Rauban.
Not with the cutscene yet.
That the Immortal Flames should choose this of all occasions to engage in joint training exercises with the other Grand Companies. By the time they return, the situation may well have deteriorated beyond mending.
I'll wait for you at the, I'll wait for you at the,
Except, I told you before it was all but inevitable that the incident of this kind would eventually occur, given rising tensions within the Sultanate. Nevertheless, I have reason to believe that this particular riot may not have begun spontaneously. Have I piqued your curiosity? Good. You will accompany me to the Hall of Flames, where I will hear the General Rauban has to say about the matter.
I used the crystal.
So ironically, I got about 10 frames by dropping the stream's frame to 30 frames. 60 to 30. It was taking a buttload of my juice. Oh, okay. It was, I thought that there was something on top of it because I couldn't see the quest marker. I was like, wait, I'm supposed to go to the flames. I'm right here. Why the heck is it? Why isn't it what now? Who's what's it? And the witchy McCowlets and the Mercian Mabbins? Not a good time. I have my hands full dealing with refugees. Precise of the matter we wish to discuss, General. Alphanod, back on your feet already. To my credit, my swift recovery to your Chirurgians. Why is it so hard to say healers? Why? My memories of the riot are still somewhat muddled. I trust you to manage reign control of the situation. Not entirely. We secured the city soon enough, but not before the unrest had spread to the surrounding territories. Pockets of resistance remain throughout the hinterland. We have sent the forces that we can spare to root out the last of the belligerents, but progress is slow. They're all damnably elusive. You can well imagine, given that the majority of the refugees live outside the walls, it's the reason they would know the lay of the land. What do I do? What I don't understand is how they came to be so well prepared. Before my little accident, I observed that several of the refugees were armed, and not with butcher's knives and pitchforks, but with martial weaponry. I need hardly add that such equipment is costly. None can deny the tensions between us, Oldoth citizenry and the refugee population have increased since the Domans were turned away, would would that motive a starving man to purchase arms in lieu of food? I think not. And what of those who have not even a single guild to spend? How could not survive without the aid provided the immortal flames? Surely they would sooner sell a weapon than bring it to bear against the benefactors. Come to a point. Very well. My point, General, is that this powder keg is of discontent was not in a light by chance. These events were deliberately set in motion, and now order must be restored. That is my first duty. Until it is done, any investigation can wait. I do not have time to discuss this. My scouts are returning anon. I'm starting to hate the word anon. The general is no fool. He keeps his counsel, or his own counsel, and with good cause. Were we to claim without the necessary proof that these riots were instigated by outside forces, the monetarists would accuse him of attempting to shirk responsibility. After all, he and the Sultana have been the most outspoken proponents of the refugees' aid. Regardless, they will face harsh criticism in the days ahead. Our allies will stumble upon the truth in time, but I have far more faith in your abilities. Therefore, I propose we conduct our own investigation independent of the authorities. To that end, I would suggest making inquiries in the settlement suspended of harboring belligerents. Commander Swift will know which they are. He may balk at the request of such information, but I have no doubt that you can persuade him with your silver tongue. I don't talk, though! I, meanwhile, shall seek answers of my own after we can regroup and share our findings. Well then, shall we?
Oh, well, fuck me.
Talk to him again? Oh, yeah, I talked to this. You look as though you have something to say. Do you... What you ask is a simple favor. Where such information were to fall in the wrong hands, the lives of countless soldiers may be at risk. Even so, there's wisdom in your words. An able individual may be better suited to the task than a regiment. Very well. The brass blades have reported suspicious activity in the vicinity
Teleporting to Blackbrush.
of Lost Hope. It may be unrelated to the recent events, but we doubt it. I suggest you begin speaking to the blades posted there.
Do you think you could pump the brakes?
Me?
No. Fox teleported before either one of us were out of the cutscene.
Has a bird. The bird. Big bird. What?
I knew that you could repair my gear. Awesome. Thank you for repairing my gear.
I almost forgot we could fly. Hello guys, I didn't expect to send you. I take this means someone has to read my report. The refugees who left and the merchants have yet to return, and I am increasingly concerned about Zozawa's suspicions were correct. You haven't the foggiest what I'm talking about, do you? Never mind. Speak to Zozawa. He will explain everything. Brings your adventure to search for refugees. Well, then you've come to the right place. Oh, you mean those refugees? Oh no. You won't find them here. Most of the people that lost hope, come to accept their situation, and are content to pass their days peace and quiet. Outsiders have trouble understanding that, like the merchant who passed through recently. Gregarious fellow, but awfully opinionated. Can't say I was sad to see him go. That sounds suspiciously like someone we know.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious.
Of course you're Lalafell. Don't hurt me. I'm no one of them. I beg your pardon? You're not a flame. I see. If Ulrich bid you speak with me, then I take it that you've earned help. 12 be praised for that, because we haven't a moment to waste. Everyone knows the flames are on march. The others have fallen out of the fanatic's spell, but not I. Promises of revolution, retribution, and holding class to account and taking that which is owed. Ha, a child's fantasy. I did everything I could to dissuade the others from leaving, but few would heed my words. Now that one of our idealists have returned, however, madness of the merchant's plan is plain for all to see. Look behind yonder tent and you will understand why. Even now, he babbles incoherently. So traumatized is he by the bloodshed he witnessed. Try as he might, I can make little sense of the words beyond the fact that he was not alone in surviving. Yet I have no doubt that the merchants will lead a remainder to their doom. I beg of you, find them before he does. Someone behind your tent there, bud. Oh, you mean this tent. So you weren't very specific. What are you doing? Don't draw! Don't draw! Don't draw! Don't draw! Don't draw! Why didn't you run away with me? We could have escaped together, then you would be here with me. We'd be here to soothe me. Why would you be able to stay and leave me alone? Wait, just calm down, buddy. Calm down. I've seen my share of blood. Who are you? What do you want? It's true. I followed the merchants, and may the gods strike me down for my folly. What will they not give? You must take, he said. When we asked how, he revealed the cache of weapons he had brought and implored us to seize control of our fates. I thought about running then and there, but the others were so excited. He split us into 2 groups and sent us off on our own. But when the flames found us, they wouldn't know what to do. Our leader tried to parley with theirs, but then they started arguing and then fighting. Then everyone was fighting, and then the flames were shouting, "Give no quarter." And oh gods, the group, they're still out there. If we don't stop them, they'll be massacred like mine was. What makes you think they're not massacred already? These people stupid. If you had the time to get massacred and come back and survive and come here and panic and wig out in a corner, do you not think that the others are already dead? They had plenty of time to be dead. The other refugees are hiding in the cave south of Lost Hope, but to approach them would be fruitless. They'd sooner call us agents of this infiltrate and try to kill us than listen to reason. Why the twins might even deign to be dead themselves. The fox and all the bloody cell swords. They were supposed to train us how to fight, but the ones he sent with us vanished during the struggle. Oh, if only we had never listened to the merchant's ridiculous claims. He said our cause was righteous, that the gods would never suffer us to be defeated. Though oh my god, they are idiots. Though if they were forced to cover reality, that's it. Challenge the twins to combat and show my brethren the strongest warriors are no match for one man. Mayhap then they will agree to lay down their arms and renounce his plot. They are idiots. Hey, we can take all of Ul'dah. We'll take it over. We have all these weapons. Okay, do you realize that you're fighting an entire army of people that have been trained for months? Maybe more?
Probably years, actually.
Yeah, at minimum months.
Most of the people we talk to are sergeants and commanders.
Yeah.
Sergeants and commanders take it.
It's like, in the best case scenario, you're going to be fighting someone that has trained for months. Worst case scenario, you're going to be fighting someone that's trained a lot longer. So, like, what makes you think you're just going to pick up a fucking weapon and be like, I'm going to win? Like, you're an idiot.
And they're in full armor. You are literally wearing nothing.
Yeah, like, I got rags and a stick. I'll win. I'll win against trained military officers. 7 Hells, they found us. Everyone, grab your gear and make for the rendezvous point. So, that's your game, huh? Sorry to disappoint you, lad, but we're no more willing to kill you ourselves. Just let me hit him with the backside of my axe and get them out of my misery. Bunch of idiots.
You are absolutely adorable.
Oh, okay. But by the way, do you like my new axe? It's a skin, of course, but the one I got from that mission. There, they're defeated.
That's a nice axe. No.
You beat him like it was nothing. Thal Almighty, what were you gonna do now? Because you have no formal training, you stupid motherfucker.
What is he riding on?
That's a good question. Oh my god, it's a pot with a chocobo in it. There's literally a chocobo head in there. The hell? It chirps. Wait, that's not a chocobo, but there's something in there, definitely.
Oh! Look at it when he gets on and off of it.
You returned. Did you find my brother? And what are the twins? What happened? I see. Well, you had no choice. Better than a handful of them to take a beating from you than they'll all get punched by flames. Or butchered by flames. Tell me, what did the merchant have to say it was over? When it was over. But where else would he be? Unless he's went to Stone's Throw to recruit others. Oh, fantastic. Just fan-freaking-tastic. The merchant wished to approach the refugees in Stone's Throw, but was waiting until the flames withdrew their force in the vicinity. Now that they have, there's nothing to stop him from continuing his work, but many more will perish in the pursuit of future cause. How much more suffering will we find him? Convince him to cease this mad quest, which surely lead us to ruin. Chocobo.
We've probably got about 45 minutes before we'll have to call in.
Ellie is crying. Of course. Have you seen my parents? Yeah, no, they kind of, decided to go be dumb. They told me to stay with the others. They said they'd be back soon, but it's been days. They left with that man from Ul'dah, the man that said they were going to change everything, make it so we could live inside the walls with everyone else. Like, I liked it when he said that. I didn't like it when he talked about making the rich people pay. Everyone looked so angry, and I got scared. Say, mister, are you looking for someone? Looking for a merchant. You mean the man who left with my parents, but I don't know where he... Wait, look over there. I think that's him. Well, now, which one of these global fools shall be my next victim? Oh, buddy, I'm about to spank that ass. I'm coming. My chocobo face is coming. Yeah, uh-huh. He's getting away after him. Yeah, stop the cutscene. I want to kick his ass. Come on. Spank it.
Aww.
Spank it so fucking hard. Here, Chocobo. Chocobo, shall chase him down and we'll spank him.
Damn it.
Spank him with that
God
axe.
damn it. There.
Spank him with the axe. I'm gonna spank him really freaking hard. I'm just gonna spank him until his leg breaks. But it's gonna break because of how much I spunk him. I'm gonna spank him with the axe on his ass so hard that it's gonna break his leg. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
If I crack your skull open, will it go pop or will it go crack?
I think we do.
Time to
both.
find out. You again. Why are you pursuing me? Because you're an asshole. Sedition, treason, revolution, that's preposterous. It filled the head with these lies. Refugees, the self-same refugees who terrorize the streets of Ul'dah. Ha! You have no evidence to prove your accusations. None. I will grab you by your fucking neck, Chief, and drag your ass. No, I will not accompany you to the Hall of Flames. You have no right to detain me. I will fucking drag your ass. For the sake of argument, let's say I did do some things that you claim. Surely you do not think that I'd give a current's arse about politics. It was business, only business. We both know I'm not the one you want. However, if you could protect me, I swear I'll tell you everything. Until an arrow flies into his neck. Ew, shink. Yep, there we go. Yep, called it. All this commotion. You're the worst guards ever. 7 hells. Tell the others to spread out and search the area. The killer may be close. Or may still be close. Yeah, let's not chase after them all at once. Alderman Sherwood needs to know the relationship with the victim as well as the events leading up to his death. I was talking to him, a guy shot him with an arrow. That's the extent of my knowledge. Those responsible for the recent riots may have to owe his murder a debt of gratitude. In any case, it's obvious you're not the one whom we seek. You may carry on with your investigation. Yes, let's waste precious time on that. That's just awesome. You are a true help to the situation.
Or not. I'll stay behind.
Oh, we have to go back to the steps of Null. Hold on. Teleporting.
You could at least wait until you make sure I get on before you take off.
I thought you did get on, but we have to teleport anyway, so...
Yes, but...
Why are we talking to him? What news of this merchant? Murdered. Damn, all the 7's hell. Simply murdered. He was silenced. Given he knew his face and he was ready to divulge his secrets. Do not spare, though, being close to identifying the true orchestrator of these riots. Then you realize. Really? How are you gonna do it from standing here doing nothing?
Because he's gonna send us to do it. How else?
The Flame General left the word that you were to receive at the Fragment Chamber. As soon as we return, he wishes to discuss recent discoveries, as well as the results of our own investigation. Master Alphana has already been informed and should be waiting for you outside. Pray to the Royal Promenade with all haste and speak to Bartholomew. Okay, let's go to the big crystal and teleport all the way over there.
Let's wreck some shit up.
No, we're not there yet. We're still talking.
War. Pain. All I know is pain.
Can we not?
expecting you, sir. Please proceed inside.
Commander Swift has kept us apprised of your recent activities. You've made great strides towards quelling the violence.
Despite our best efforts to determine what
Did Karma
provoked
get her meds this
uprising,
afternoon?
the truth continues
I haven't
to
given them
elude
to
us.
her.
Have you uncovered aught which might shed
No,
some
she
light
has
on the
not been.
mystery?
Then she's got none of her meds today.
I checked the pill box. I was going to give her meds earlier, but it's Friday's was empty.
This information does not
So
leave
Because
us room.
people are not following the thing.
The Syndicate's decision to reject the Doman refugees' appeal for asylum had lasting repercussions. A
We're
number
not
of those
on
displaced by
Friday,
the
we're
calamity claimed it was proof of
I
policy
know, but
discrimination.
Friday was the only one that had pills in it, so I thought she had gotten it.
No.
Together with a group of Alamegan refugees, they organized a series of demonstrations to protest against the Sultanate. Demonstrations which became heated, but did not descend into violence. Until a certain incident served as a call to arms.
A unit of brass blades sent to supervise a demonstration loosed arrows upon unarmed protesters. It was this atrocity which prompted the refugees to take up arms. I need not tell you what followed.
We assumed at first that the attack was born of a miscommunication. When emotions run high, they happen. But suspicions were raised regarding the unit's commanding officer, whom I ordered interrogated. Sure enough, our fears were soon confirmed. The dog confessed that a merchant had offered him coin to give the order. A merchant in the employ of Teleji Adeleji.
Teleji Adeleji. But he spoke in favor of the Doman's cause, and has ever seemed sympathetic towards the refugees' plight. Why would he do such a thing?
Know you of the Cartano Reclamation Bill? It is a proposal to annex the Cartano Flats so that refugees may establish permanent settlements.
When last I looked, that was disputed territory.
Aye. Some might even call it a battlefield.
But he's spoken faithfully to women's cause, and has ever seemed sympathetic towards the refugees.
The destruction wrought by Bahamut was greatest at the Cartano Flats. That much is common knowledge. What is less well known is that his rampage laid bare ancient Alagon ruins, of which no record existed. There are certain differences of opinion as to how these ruins should be handled, which is why each nation maintains a military presence in the region to this day. Yet differ though we may, we are still allies. Therefore, in the interest of preserving the Eorzean alliance, we have reached an agreement. Any conflict which may arise during the course of military exercises in the region shall have no bearing on relations between our nations. In full knowledge of this delicate state of affairs, Teleji Adeleji proposed the Cartano Reclamation Bill. A shameless, bloody ruse which stands to benefit him in but one conceivable way. If successful, he will gain control over the disputed territory under the guise of assisting in the resettlement effort. And you can be sure he'll build an orphanage next to every Alagon ruin.
The man would threaten the unity of the Eorzean alliance and risk countless lives for personal gain.
He walks a path all his own, independent of any faction and beholden to none of his fellows on the Syndicate.
By inciting the less fortunate to violence, he hopes to convince others that the Cartano Reclamation Bill is the only viable solution. His sympathy for the plight of the Domans was not but posturing to gain credibility with the refugees. Of that there can be no doubt.
Forgive me, but what could possibly motivate Teleji Adeleji to go to such lengths? What is so...
Omega.
Pardon?
An Oligon monstrosity, not unlike the Ultima weapon. Mayhap larger, we know not. It has yet to be fully excavated. Oligon inscriptions indicate that it was created to fell Bahamut himself. If accurate, it might explain why Nail Van Darnus chose to bring the Red Moon down upon the Cotonou Flats, given the ends he went to ensure Eorzea's annihilation. Destroying the one weapon which could stay the Elder Primal may well have seemed like good sense.
What could possibly motivate Teleji?
When first I bore witness to the power of the Ultima weapon, I doubted the evidence of my senses. And now you tell me there is another such weapon. One which could contend with Bahamut. Bahamut!
Aye, we were skeptical ourselves. Truth be told, until the Ultima weapon's existence came to light, we thought the inscription had been mistranslated.
At present, Omega is more akin to a fossil than a tool of war, having long since ceased to function. As such, its true potential cannot accurately be gauged. However, if someone were to restore it, as the Garleans did the Ultima weapon, I have little doubt that he would wield untold power.
Power enough to subjugate Uldar like as not, and the rest of Eorzea besides, which is doubtless why Teleji Adeleji yearns to have it.
That he should aspire to world domination. He who has ever walked 2 paces behind Lord Lolorito in matters of commerce.
'Tis in acknowledgement of his own limitations that he seeks this power. Woe betide us all should we allow him to have it.
Pray waste no time chasing rats. Only a fool would believe that secrets can be kept in Uldar.
It would seem the implications of the Sultanate's refugee problem are rather more far-reaching than we assumed.
Only a fool would believe that people can do that.
It would seem the implications of the Sultanate's birthday are rather more far-reaching than we assumed.
Yes,
So, apparently they're remaking Crisis Core, which is a PSP game for the PC. and they're almost done. Really wish they would stop making remakes and focus on, you know, games that are going to come out next. I don't mind them doing remakes for, you know, like 7 and a few other Final Fantasy games. I just hate it when they do that. Because then they just cherry pick which ones they want to remake and they forget about the rest of them.
You don't want to be manhandled. Let me pick you up like a normal kitty. Otherwise, you get picked up like by the scruff. Mayhap, I think you like it that way, though.
Manhandle.
Okay, Josh, I don't know if you need to rub one out or something, but damn.
I was just making it sound weird. That's all it was.
With all the sexual puns you've made in the past 12 hours, methinks you're a little uptight.
Hey, what's that over there?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You'd be like Rick and Morty when Morty was like, I masturbated to an extra curvy piece of driftwood the other day. Just make up already, damn it.
Hey, no, I had no, that had no implications on his girlfriend, but...
I should be glad to know the truth, and yet... the thought that all this chaos was the product of one man's lust for power sickens me. How long do you think one intended to hide from the existence of Omega from the Scions, that even felt the need to do so is most troubling? It would be in our best interest to learn more about the military activities in disputed territories. You are, of course, the Scion best suited for the task, Lieutenant. Do take a moment to visit the Maelstrom Command and make inquiries at the earliest. There's no place for children.
This is no place like home.
Where the hell is she here? I was looking for you, Mr. You said you were looking for the man who left with my parents. So I visited Stone's Throw as well. Did you find the man? Were my parents with him? They were not, I'm afraid. However, I can think of several places they might be. If you'd like, we can go look for them together. Really? You'll help me look, mister? Of course, but first, I must needs finish speaking with my friend. He's telling me a secret, you see, so no one else is allowed to listen. Mayhap you could wait for me by the pillow over there. We require but a moment. Okay, mister, I'll be waiting. I'll take her to quicksand. Mayhap Momodi will know what to do. Legion of Garleans and Aether Star Primal, even dealing with an Ascian would be preferable to this charade. Sometimes I fear Menphile is too ambitious. We rush hither and yon in response to threats that arise without concern of the strain it places on our limited resource and ourselves. Mayhap the time has come for a change. My question is, why are we hurting for resources? We literally have the greatest inventor of all time in our back pocket. Like, money and things we need should not be a problem. This in Philly, I know it's sudden, but we ask you to return to Rodent's Toll with all due haste. Situation in 12 Sword has taken a turn for the worse. I'll explain the detail when it's active. Great, now they're barging down our door. Wilson, the primal threat she spoke of before has been confirmed. I've received no reports of Ixali activity which leaves the Silts. Go, I know that the appearance of primal takes precedence over all else. Oh, and when you arrive, do inform the Citizen that while I am grateful for her concern, she needn't fear for my safety. I am more than capable of protecting myself. I wonder how big your stab wound was. Can I see it?
Well, according when you go back to Menphile, she says the only thing that was wounded on Alphanod was his pride.
Oh my goodness. That's a great statement.
Oh, isn't that cute? But it's wrong! What does it mean one or another person is not able to teleport? Everyone should have this damn crystal by now.
Which one?
Ordona.
Ordona. I have it, but then it didn't allow me to teleport. That's what I mean by the game's a little buggy.
That's why I always check them twice. I'll
I have
attune
the
to it.
crystal. I'm teleporting to it right now.
Yeah, that's why I was confused over why it gave it to me. It may have been because you were mid-teleport or something. Big...
No.
I don't know.
I don't know why, it just didn't allow me to teleport to it. But now it's letting me do it personally.
Yeah. It's a relief to see you healthy and hale. The latest news of Ul'dah was most disturbing. I was just there. You don't have to talk about it. Clearly the only injury Alphonse suffers from is ego. Doubtless it will heal ere long. The other sides will need to be present for this meeting. If you're ready to begin, I will summon them now. Yes, for the love of God, move it along. Gonna be voiced. Nope. Thank you for responding to my call with such haste. Rest assured, I should not have summoned you if it were not urgent to business. Then I have received the most disturbing news from the Order of the Twin Adder. They have reason to believe that the Sylphs have been called forth through the revered guardian, the primal Rama. Or Rama. I'm sorry, may have? Then it is not certain? The Elder Seats here informs us the elementals themselves murmur of the Lords of Levin.
Oh my fucking god, I'm going to backhand you two!
The Sylphs, however, display no signs of undone commotion. Will you forgive me, incident, but no contradicted elements testimony unlike this bellicose confers Garuda and so on Rama is ruptured to act only in the defense of his children. I imagine he would soon make his presence known if they were foolish enough to directly endanger the Sylphs in their territory. The abruptness of the development concerns me of keeping close to the touched ones and their movements. Of course someone's fucking attacking them. If preparations for a summoning ritual were indeed underway, it would surely not have escaped your notice. Or it didn't. It was pretty sure it was going to happen, just not this soon. I beg your pardon, you foresaw this eventuality and did not prevent it? I told Pampalimo I suppose I could have reported things to Manfilla earlier, but there honestly wasn't much we could do except wait and see. You know how the Sylphs feel about people poking around their territory. They already summoned Ruma once after the calamity, but that was because the Garleans came tramping through the forest. And so long as the Castellarium Oriens stand, the Sylphs cannot be blamed for wishing to have their guardian deity on hand. In short, Yida and I are in agreement. The actions of the forest folk were inevitable and unavoidable. And I maintain that observation would have remained the best policy had it not helped for the sudden influx of strangers into Black Shroud. Thus, alas, we did not foresee. Of course they're gonna fucking go there and attack them. It makes us have to go over there and fight them, which gives us the distraction that they need to do whatever the fuck they're doing. By all accounts, the recent violence in Ul'dah drove a number of refugees seeking safety in the concealing canopy of trees. They couldn't just go to Central Shroud and just hang out there? Like, why'd they have to go to Eastern Shroud? Just like the Sylphs perceived a panicked migration as yet another invasion and quit their efforts to summon their god. And put to mind the Titan of the Kobolds, once again this appears men which could have paved the way to the Primal's coming. Indeed, one cannot help but wonder the manner of place Eorzea would be without the civilizing influence of mankind. Be that as it may, this regrettable development does afford a unique opportunity. And what is that? With the dealings of the Solos, you succeeded in preventing the old untimely conflict of Gridania. I wonder if one who's treaded through the soul so fruitfully in the past would not achieve similar success as a patron deity. If Roma can be convinced of his intentions, of our intentions, it may be the first step to breaking the cycle of primal summoning. They found hope for such a thing possible. There have been war at the Beastmen since some time immemorial. But maybe this time we can... let's continue the discussion and on. Need to first consult with the nation most affected by Roma's presence. The Elder Seats here has requested your personal involvement. Pray reports to Commander Helix of the Adder's Nest as soon as you are able. Still yourself for the worst, while I hope for a peaceful resolution to this matter. Experience suggests that our meeting with the Lord of Lowen will prove less than amicable. In such an event, your fellow Scions will of course lend you whatever support you require. Could have just said that people have migrated, the Sylphs are wigging out. We need to go there and mess with them, but before we do, go to the seats here and talk to her. You didn't have to expo dump. We're dumping any exposition that we weren't aware of already.
And if I may ask, why the fuck does this room have to have 2 entry points? Why do I have to exit 2 doors? Always with the thing, I have to go into the thing and then I have to go inside the solar. Like, how difficult is it? Ooh, move.
Yeah, that fits. That tracks. It could have been because originally when the game came out, people may not have been able to load the game as fast, so it may have been to stop people from getting to the area too fast. Something I can think of. Running. I'm here. Scions, your rose was anticipated the appearance of the primal has ever cause for alarm and unease. I shall wait for you. Oh, yo. I'm stuck in a conversation and my little fat chocobo is hungry. I can't turn around and feed him because I'm in a conversation. He's gonna eat my leg, I just know it.
Where the hell are we going?
To New Gridania, to their,
Why didn't it give me a teleport?
I don't know, I teleported right next to you.
Oh. It did give it to me, I just didn't see it. Okay. So glad I got my little... I'm so glad I got my little thing before it went poof.
Well, it wasn't gonna go poof, it was just gonna become more expensive.
Yeah. Either way. Poof to my ability to buy it. With any most recent haste.
I still can't believe.
Wait.
You need to go to the faction area in Gridania, basically.
I don't remember where that is.
It's where we keep having to go every time we go talk to the white dress chick.
Yeah, no, I don't remember where that is, because she's in a different area.
You spawn at the crystal and walk away from the airship area. How the hell did this person just attain 34, 35, and 36 of carpentry?
Oh, he turned in something that was high quality.
Oh, they're turning in a whole bunch of items for their thing. Okay. They're doing the daily timers. Oh, they're doing the daily timers because they probably refreshed.
Yep. Oh, yeah, I did.
The timers are useless to me until I'm done leveling, because basically if like I have a level 1 thing and I come in to turn something in and I've leveled it 20 levels, it's not going to be updated, so I gotta do that before I do anything else.
I haven't done mine in a while. I should probably go ahead and try to do
It's just a guaranteed level every day. But it could get really expensive really quick if you buy the things.
Yep.
Can't take it anymore. Oh, that is very bad.
What?
I think I know it broke.
What?
What?
Oh, the chair?
Do you want me to explain it to you in high detail?
No, I couldn't hear you. You said, oh, that could be very bad. That's all I heard.
What broke on the chair? It's something to do with the chair.
Yeah, it's the frickin' chair. Fucking chair.
Alright, well, as soon as we can, we'll deal with your chair.
It's not that, it won't close. The right side of the metal piece that holds the fucking leg up is not connected to anything, apparently. So I'm trying to fucking close the damn thing, but I can't get it to close. happened, there's a metal bar.
I know how the latch system works. Okay, just go. What?
It has a coil where it closes.
Yes.
The coil on this side is no longer attached to the frame.
Okay.
So you have to manually bend the bastard to get it to fucking close.
Okay. I would have to flip your chair upside down to see if I
I
could.
had to flip it upside down to close the bastard. Because I had to sit there and fucking jam the goddamn thing in. Making my legs ache, and out of habit, I reached over and grabbed the plastic piece and fucked myself.
You're fine. You don't have to keep that.
Well, at least now I know I can't put my legs up even if I want to. So yeah, apparently the first crack was the frame where it connects to the back, which is why it leans. And then the front, when it leaned the other day and cracked again, it was that. So the bolts that were holding the frame onto the fucking wood snapped off. And that's what's breaking. Is that the frame's just breaking off of the wood because I guess the wood's old. Doesn't make much sense to me. Like, why would you not have a frame of metal attached to the side of the fucking wood and then attach everything that's metal to that? Why would you connect it directly to the fucking wood on the edge of the edge of the side of the wood where it can easily snap off? It's just dumb craftsmanship. It's not stupid, it's just dumb. Oh, my men, stand ready for the eventuality. I know no one more qualified than some of this threat. I would have you do so without delay. The elder seats here, however, would speak with you first. Do you have the opinion that your diplomat, rather than martial skills, may better serve our cause? But further explanation for our leader, pray make your way to the altar. The conjurers will admit you to the lotus stand. Jeez, do I really need a fucking 4-page dialogue box just to tell me that I need to go talk to her? I mean, fuck, we could've just went right to her ass. Just... It's gonna be up here on the left. You gotta go up through this area and then turn left.
Scions of the Seventh Dawn, on behalf of the people of Gridania, I bid you welcome. Your presence is of great comfort to us all
in these days of uncertainty. I summoned you here to share tidings of a most urgent nature. But a short while ago, the great elemental spoke, and his voice was clarion in its intensity. Ramu is returned unto the forest. Scarce had his words ceased to echo in mine ears when we were visited by an emissary from Little Solace. Our guest informs us that the sylphs, too, have sensed the presence of the Lord of Light. Though his exact whereabouts remain unknown, we may safely assume that the primal was summoned within the heart of the sylphlings.
Where else would he be summoned?
Unlike the other primals you have encountered, Lord Ramu is no raging avatar of destruction. He is revered
Hey,
as
you
much
thought
for
all
his
that
wisdom
all by
as his
yourself,
strength,
did you?
serving as both arbiter and guardian to his children. Given that we and the sylphs found a way to share the Twelves Wood, it is my hope that this sagely immortal will be amenable to reason, and that conflict may be avoided. Blessed as you are with the power of the Echo, you are one of the few among us who may commune with a primal. The Twelves Wood has suffered enough. Upon this, we and the sylphs, and I would venture Lord Ramu himself, are in perfect accord. Let us not endanger our shared home by engaging in unnecessary hostilities. Dear friend, I beseech you, safeguard the peace which exists between our peoples. You have my thanks. Pray make for Little Solace, then. A member of the Order of the Twin Adder awaits you there. He will advise you on how to find the Lord of Levin. An ill wind blows through the forest. Yet, it is not only the Twelves Wood that flinches at its coming. All the lands Veorzia shiver in dread anticipation. Have care.
That was a pointless cutscene. I guess you could say I'm frustrated not with the story. I'm frustrated with how they wrote this so long-windedly in the first base game. Like, you can tell it's dated. You can tell they were trying to get as much time out of it as possible. There's a lot of unnecessary talking. And the voice acting is random as hell. Who knows, it may be because... Oh, that's what you wanted. You look way too happy on that thing. Like, yes, minion, fly me over there. I'm not going to lift a finger. And I was told to expect you to understand that you could retreat with the primal room himself. An enviable task, but for which one has no doubt is to be well suited. When other fellow Saurons are conducting an investigation on the areas as we speak, that we might ascertain the location of the Lord of Levin might be found. Thus, you abide here until They return with their findings. Really? How do you not know where he is? It's a primal that's wise and old, which means he's not going to spawn somewhere new. He's going to spawn somewhere where he's been over and over again. Like, how do you not know where the hell he's in? The forest right behind you. Like, you don't know where he is. Stolen messenger was sent out soon to fellow Scions. Finish investigation. I do not imagine it will be much longer. And there's the self saying yay. Theo. This one returns with good tidings. Wise ones have finished searching and wisely identified the precise location of the touched one summoned Lord. Your time is impeccable, my fluttery friend. Might be so kind as to escort this good man to your fellow Scions. It would be one of this one's pleasures. Walking one, please come with this one. Wait. Is this an escort mission? Is this an escort mission? Oh, thank God, it's not an escort mission. Okay. Lie.
Watch was about to lose his shit.
I was like, if I have to drag a sylph this entire fucking maze-like area, I'm going to be so pissed. Because your dailies all consist in this area. You do dailies for the sylphs. You're going to get really familiar with this area. It's going to drive you crazy. By the way, you can fly over the gaps.
Yeah, I know.
I was telling Fox because he seemed like he was afraid to go over them.
I'm having a little too much fun. Oh shit.
Shoo. Wise ones have ventured deeply in the Sylphlands. This one must proceed carefully and keep an eye out for touch ones. Where the fuck are you going then? Okay.
I got sticky tongued.
Oh, I gotta show you those giant mushrooms. Oh, look, it's the crystal. Crystal we'll be using in the future.
Crystal?
Don't worry about it for now. Giant mushroom. I wanted to show you the giant ass mushroom. There it is! Here's the giant ass mushroom. That you have, like, to reach really far to throw a potion on it.
You need faster, you need a speedometer.
This one's most sorry, but this one can go no further. Draw too close to Lord Rema, and I will murder all of you fuckers. All of you will die. Alright, continuing on with my life. I'm sorry, we can go no further. Draw too close to Lord Rama, and this one may turn mean and nasty like touch ones. So far as say farewell for now, walking this fine wise one not far from here. Go to the south. Go and safety walk. It's hard to miss me. I glow orange and flamey like. So this is actually you. I'm relieved for a moment. I thought we were dealing with another of those confounded self tricksters. I saw with them wreaking havoc and the skin-changing magics. It's a wonder why they able to finish taking my... Yes, it was quite an ordeal. I should have seen the look on Yustala's face when the one impersonating you suddenly showed up. That's quite enough, Papa Lebo. You fuckers deserve it! You sat on your hands for a while. Waste your time a little bit. See how I feel. Yeah, my apologies. It's not like me to ramble, so... Really? At any rate, as I was saying, I have finished measuring authentic activity in the area, and I am pleased to say that I have reached an indisputable conclusion, to wit, from what's called forth from the city, the soul saith the right come. Lord of Levin awaits. Why are we having these fucking discussions like this? It's starting to get really irritating. The, impressions? No, impression. Oh, cool.
I'm not sneaking at all.
Why am I walking?
I'm walking this because I can't fly. Like this.
Cutscene. No means no. I didn't ask for it. You didn't prompt me. Oh shit. The aliens are gonna... Oh, no. Uh-oh. What? Why are you flying away? No. Don't do that.
Oh.
Thy betrays thee, servant of Heidelin. Thou art the bringer of light, bane of Ifrit, Titan, Garuda, and Leviathan. I am Ramu, guardian of the children of the forest.
So I've always wondered, do you think this guy's hiding a big fat belly underneath that beard, or is the beard just that big?
Thou tramplest upon sacred soil, bringer of light. By what right doth man intrude in this sanctuary of the sylphs?
Yeah, I mean, it like full on like pot belly, like Santa Claus style. Oh my god,
Proffer peace? Their words are born of delusion. Thine offer
Good, she likes to talk a lot.
Like, seriously, dress this guy in red and throw him in a special area for Christmas, and I guarantee you people would flock to it. Just make his hair white instead of yellow. Santa Claus.
Santa Claus.
Thou speakest of harmony, yet carest not for my children's desires. They did but wish to dwell beneath these boughs in solitude. Yet even that was too much to ask of man. Thus did they turn to me for succor. The sentence I pronounce upon thy kind is just. Redanian or Garlean, it matters not. The good intent of one excuseth not the misdeeds of the other.
Oh, that's a great. He's talking in ultimatums. Awesome.
Thy conflicts have brought naught but anguish and misery unto the forest. All blame doth lie with the darkness that resideth in the breast of man. Whence sprung this calamitous seed? In the beginning no such duality existed. Were light and dark given form when man was born? It would explain much. Not least why strife and sorrow follow ever in thy wake. Thou canst not deny the urgings of thine own nature. Knowing that thy mere presence here portendeth tragedy, wilt thou persist in this pretense of peacemaking? Thou bearest the crystal which I bestowed upon my wayward charges. That they should entrust so precious a gift to thee. Thou standest apart from thy kin. Thou art the bringer of light, aye. But there is something more in thee. Very well. I shall consider thy proposal.
shouldst thou survive my trial. If thou wouldst champion the cause of harmony, I must have proof that thou art fit to play the role. Wither mine ire, and prove to me thereby that
I mean,
thou hast
I have to
strength
admit,
enough
that's
to
fair.
stay the darkness which threateneth to consume thee. Yet if thou shouldst be found wanting, know that all men shall perish in the storm of my judgment.
Well, you have to admit, that is a fair statement.
Yeah.
If we claim to be the bringer of peace,
Come
we also
to
have to
me,
be able to
bringer of light.
protect and harbor
I
that
shall
peace.
await thee on the field of battle.
Question whether the, like he
Urianger,
said, whether the
it is
darkness.
rare indeed to find you so.
The Lord of Levin himself. Never till this day had I looked
Bright
upon
light,
his
bright
visage,
light, bright
save
light.
in painted renderings made faint by time. Ever shall this see. I must beg thine aid on a point of research. If thou art resolved to face Lord Ramu, I would ask thy leave to observe the event.
It's actually nice to be talked to before one of these primal fights. Instead of, I'll kill you raw.
What is your name?
What do you want to do? Kill, break, destroy. Blah, 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 blah. A striking tree.
So is that what we're doing right now, or?
Yep.
Oh god, it's a two-party event. Fuck.
Be that it's a story one, it shouldn't be too hard getting people.
Well, once this battle's over, we're 15 minutes, currently 15 minutes past the deadline I had intended.
Well, believe it or not, we've gotten almost all the way through the patch.
What's left on the patch?
6 quests after this. Which is what little the gods are made of, Guardians of Eorzea, recruiting the realm, radical harassment, when it's cold sets in, and brave new companions. Then after that we have patch 2. Patch 2.4 is Dreams of Ice. That's going to be a fun one. So kind of long.
We don't have time for those two.
Yeah. So after this we have the Dreams of Ice. And then after that we have patch part 1 and part 2. So not that far. So we had like
Scare you a little bit with my mount, did I, Fox, when you first saw it?
And I was like, oh, where'd you get that? That was the first thought in my head.
My wallet. Where did you get that one?
it's an achievement mount. The achievement guy in Gridania sells it.
How do you get achievements, like certifications?
You just get achievements. Just
I'm doing that and I don't get any.
Get them as you get through the game. Yay, peoples.
Mercs.
Burp, burp.
We're just winning
Burp,
the
burp.
other healer.
Yay. Just remember, a primal a day keeps the Eorzeans at bay.
But he's not really good with combats.
I wonder if he constantly uses magic to keep that beard from making his head sag forward.
I have no idea. Oh shit.
I'm telling you, he hides a potbelly behind that beard.
More than likely.
I mean, it looks like a caterpillar. Let's be honest.
Oh.
You got too close to the tank there, buddy. Alright, don't be too close to anybody with these AoEs.
I treat him like the blinking arrow. Or not the blinking arrow, the red dots.
Alright, so it's gonna be my job to gather the little lightning bolts that get too close. Can I move?
I'm just staying in the shadows and...
Just don't stand next to me.
I'm not. I ran literally away from you because I had a thing on me.
Oh, so you pick up these lightning charges and you get less health when you take damage. Or when you get healed.
Wow, you hurt. Ow. Oh! Ow!
I'm still stuck.
Stuck what?
Terror.
How'd you get terrored?
Don't know. No terror. I'm not sure how I got the terror ability.
Why am I... What are you doing, Fox?
Attacking it?
No.
Look kind of dead to me.
Why
yeah,
am
he
I?
one-shot me.
Why?
Do not stand in front of him.
Why am I attached to this person? Why does this person have a leash on me? Like,
I don't know what the move is. Although I wouldn't suggest letting it touch other people though.
I got terror again.
no, like the Izar, he was like, he had this beam on me. He had some sort of a leash on me.
Yeah, it was. I think it was a move that if it touches other people, it does a lot of damage.
No, it was a party member. Not the guy. A party member.
What I'm saying is, it could have been something the boss put on him and you.
Oh. Okay, maybe that makes sense.
Because if there's a whole bunch of debuffs with electricity and it does that and it attaches you to two people and someone steps in between and it does more damage, I could definitely see why it would be a mechanic. Probably what it was.
I was thinking the guy was sitting there doing weird. I don't know what the guy was doing. I guess I don't know what I thought he was doing, but I felt like a bad touch. I needed an adult.
To the dungeons!
I don't understand. I thought it was a test battle, not a kill 'em battle. Guess that person didn't want an accommodation.
Yep.
I have taken thy measure, bringer of light. And I judge thee a worthy champion. The task of excising the sin that hath taken root in man's heart is thine. Shrink not from employing thy strength in service to the forest and the wider realm beyond. Like hungering shadows do the enemies of harmony gather, and meekness will but feed them. If man is to be delivered from the dark, it shall be by thy guiding light alone. Stray not from the path, for if thou dost, thy people shall be truly lost.
Hear that? Everyone's gonna go blind.
Thou hast slain the Lord of Levin. A regrettable act, but a necessary one. In witnessing thy struggle, the truth hath been revealed unto me. If I mistake not, it may yet prove a chink in the eternal armor of the Assyrians. But let us conclude our present business. I shall expound upon my findings at the Rising Stones anon.
Yeah, I expect a non to come out of his mouth because he always talks in poems.
Yeah. I guess this time he wanted to be lazy.
It doesn't. No, he said a non. But like I said, it sounds less annoying coming out of his mouth.
I think it's the tone.
I'm pretty sure it's the fact that he talks in riddles anyway, so you expect it.
Until the queen starts saying it, or the princess starts saying it. Is it the queen or is it the princess? I can't remember.
Not exactly either. She's more as a duchess. She's more like a duchess.
Return, dare say Roma received your visit. Challenge you to test our arms. It is well that you have some experience in such matters. People of both Gridania and Little Solace will be revealed to hear, or believed to hear that Lord of Levin has accepted you as a forest champion of peace. You both, you have performed a monumental duty this day. The elder seeds here must be informed of your deeds at once. Then why are you still standing here? The elder seeds here wish to hear of your experience firsthand. Pray return to Gridania and directly to the Lotus Stand. Are you fucking serious? You had to tell me twice. They thought we were dumb. They had to tell us twice. That's just an insult.
Oh, fuck. Oh, well.
Alright, and then we have to go to the Crystal and teleport to the Conjurer's Guild. Yeah, you want me to talk to the person, Spare us the long-winded speech, please.
You are
Nope.
returned to us, dear friend, and none the worse for bearing the heavy burden which I did press upon you.
You think the burden's heavy? You've been watching me fucking curb stomp primals for the better half of, what, half a year in your time? And you think that you burdened me? Really? Is this really such a surprise?
I am informed that your efforts to negotiate a peace with Lord Ramu ended in conflict. Pray tell me, what befell? Ramu made trial of you?
I love that the animator's just like, hey, instead of nodding, let's just make his arm go up for a second and go down, and that'll say that we're signifying that everything was told. Instead of, wiggle, 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 nod, nod, wiggle, hand flip, what, nickel. Seriously? I hate it when they do that.
I fear there is truth to his claim. It is the darkness within us that attracts the darkness without. It cannot be denied that misfortune follows man. For evidence, one need only look to the conflict brewing in Cartano. Or our shared struggle against the Empire should have served to seal our union. Yet the ties which bind the Alliance strain under the weight of gross self-interest. As the scars of the calamity begin to fade, so too does our sense of common purpose. Yet now is scarce the time to forget our shared responsibility. Eorzea must be as one. Yet I fear that dream is still far off. On behalf of the people of Gridania and the elementals both, I thank you for all that you and your fellow scions have done. Full oft have I been compelled to look to you for aid of late, and offered all too little in return.
No.
As leader of this nation,
No.
Lord Ramu has departed, yet the keening of this ill wind grows no less insistent. Voices of the forest, pray speak and I shall listen.
Oh, I thought for sure it was
What
gonna lead up to her
unseen evil begets
getting
this
wounded or
unease in
killed
my
or
heart?
something.
I don't know why she's just sitting there alone. Carolina's wanting some love. Chicken no.
Alright, well.
Another end to a daunting mission, eh? I'd hope for Lord Roma could be persuaded with words alone, but nonetheless admire the forbiddenness which he responded to the primal sudden challenge. It seems that Erungar too was pleased with the outcome. You say, shall we gather back to the Rising Stones and ponder the lessons of the day? Two more down. I'll go ahead and teleport us there and we can stop. Just want to at least either complete this quest, which I think is talking to the next guy, or start the next quest.
Oh, it's talking to Menphelia, and Menphelia leads down a rabbit hole, so...
Oh, fuck. Damn it,
so
Menphelia.
I'm probably just gonna enter the solar and call it a night. That way all I have to do is show up and speak to her ass. Or actually, you know what, no. We'll grab her quest and then we'll go to the inn. That's what I'll probably do.
That way you don't have to come through all the doors again?
Yes.
Do you feel... You feel like my old friend Brad? Door!
I'm about to become your old friend Brad. Door!
Smash. Welcome, where the monument's encounter with Lord Roma precedes you. Which fain share my own, but Erngrow's discoveries must take precedence. Upon witnessing the defeat of Lord of Levin, our learned companion was struck with a profound insight regarding the nature of the Asians' reality. Let us assemble and discuss his observations together. Complete. Okay.
Can I not? Alright.
Oh my god. Please be voiced.
God.
If
Please.
everyone is ready,
It's voiced, thank god.
Urianger, the floor is yours.
As all here assembled now know, in its final hours as our Order's headquarters, the Waking Sands did play host to a most unexpected visitor. Unwelcome though his presence was, his words that day did serve to confirm a truth long suspected, that the Asians are eternal beings, to whom physical destruction is as a temporary inconvenience.
In the intervening time, Urianger and I have striven to discover a means by which the Asians might more permanently be slain.
And 'tis my belief that we have found the thread that will allow us to unravel the twisted skein of their existence.
It's pronounced skein? I thought it was pronounced skeen. Damn it.
Most recent manifestation, the Sahagin elder who summoned him was observed to undergo some manner of ascension. The etheric readings taken by Y'shtola at the time of this transfiguration have proven most enlightening.
The disruption to the flow of ether was sudden and dramatic. So tangible was the agitation, I scarce had need of my goggles.
The significance of Y'shtola's readings might better be understood in the context of mine own, taken at the instant of the Lord of Levin's demise. Unlike the Primal, the Sahagin was not subject to etheric dissipation.
Before discussing our new discoveries, it may benefit us all to recall what we know of etheric behavior. Let us begin at what some might call the end. When we who dwell in the material realm die, our spirits dissolve into the flow of ether and are returned to the ethereal realm. In turn, the restless energy which suffuses that plane streams back into our world, giving rise to new life.
'Tis as the heavens did decree, the way of all mortal souls. Twixt this world and the next do the ethereal currents swirl, bearing the very essence of life. Thus doth the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth continue unabated.
Primals behave somewhat differently. In order to manifest and then maintain a physical presence in this realm, they must consume vast quantities of ether, most often in the form of crystals. Though they may seem to live, their flesh is but ether given shape. Thus, a defeated primal leaves behind no broken corpse. Rather, the essence of its form seeps back into the land whence it came, and the energy of its shattered spirit is called back to the ethereal realm.
And there it waiteth, till next the prayers of the faithful do draw it forth from the sea of ether, to take their offering of crystals and make for itself a new body.
Which brings us on to the third group, the so-called immortals. They exist in a manner all their own.
Quite. Even as the Sahagin elder fell to the Admiral's musket shot, I witnessed the release of an ethereal cloud, which immediately took possession of a nearby minion.
A soul that dissipateth not upon the death of the flesh.
The secret of life everlasting, and in the claws of a Sahagin no less. But I wonder, what would happen to one of these obstinate spirits, should there be no suitable host for it to claim?
If mortal death entails a return to the ethereal realm, it seems doubtful that the soul of an immortal would venture there.
Nay, it merely withdraweth a distance, unto the shore of the ethereal sea, perchance, but no further.
Yes, it exists in neither this realm nor the next, abiding instead in the space that lies between them. The Asians took control of Thancred by means of a crystal of darkness, an artifact which, if our theories are correct, serves as a gateway to the place I have just described.
I was hoping people had forgotten about that.
I am sorry, my friend.
For a mercy, the weary road of our research hath brought us unto an answer.
The Sahagin ascended to an immortal state, but he did not possess a crystal of darkness through which to flee this realm. Thus was he consumed by Leviathan. If we could entrap the spirits of defeated Asians in like manner, and thereby deny them resurrection...
Therein lieth the path to victory. Thou art most perceptive, my lady. Only when we have trapped the bodiless soul within an ethereal prison can we hope to defeat its unnatural constancy. Thus might even an eternal paragon be consigned to oblivion.
These feats are, of course, far easier said than done. At present, we lack a viable means to entrap and extinguish an Asian soul. Yet, I believe it to be possible. The pieces of the puzzle lie before us. We have but to put them together.
I will depart at once to convene with the sages of Sharlayan. Together shall we divine the steps by which our goals may be achieved.
I have the utmost faith in you, Archon.
Beg pardon, antecedent, but I would raise one final matter. Even now, a Sharlayan survey party seeketh to ascertain the fate of the students of Baldessian. Their findings shall soon be known to us. Though you harbor feelings of dread, I bid you surrender not to sorrow, but abide instead in hopeful prayer.
I shall, Archon. Thank you.
Let me know when you're to the cutscene without the audio. Babe, you at the purple tree yet?
Yes.
Right. Lord 11 is returned to the ether, as was Leviathan before him. Rama's acquiescence was most intriguing. Inferno, Vortex, Crag, Whirl, and Levin all have now been humbled by the bringer of light. Limitless potential of man, Heidelin's servant grows mightier by the day. Yet he prospers at great cost to mistress, whose strength is all too finite. 7 times have the masses survived the rejoining. Souls are grown weak and yet even as it innovates, the ad order empowers our master. All that remains is to nurture the strength of the gifted to final key. That is a task to which we bend our every effort. Hey, it's Lahabrea. Mine's seeds wherever wont to quicken in Eorzea's fertile sorrow. We need only lead men to the field, and by the eager hand shall the deity arise. That which was shattered shall be made anew, and one true God shall come again.
I'm guessing that's Bahamut.
No. Bahamut doesn't look like that at all. Bahamut looks like a black dragon thing. Like a thick-ass, stunted dragon.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Give me the fucking quest so that I can get the hell out of here.
Now the matter of Roma, as the present, be best put to rest. There is something that would... Flutter of thanks, signed by the leaders of the Eorzean Alliance, acknowledging Scion's tireless service. Mentions in particular of the names of all the defeated primals: Ifrit, Titan, Garuda, Good King Mogul, Mogul Mog, the 12th, Leviathan, and now Roma. He is to say there is only one among our numbers who have faced them all. And though these words of gratitude are addressed to our order as a whole, I feel they are meant of all others. I too must offer my heartfelt thanks for all you have done. In the course of your duties, you have never once failed to answer my call to arms. You are a true hero, and Eorzea is that much the safer for your presence. Pray do not misunderstand me. I said safer, not safe. I know only too well that we can ill afford to lower our guard. The essence may be rallied upon, so chaos in this realm until such time as they are forced to stop. But even without their encouragement, you may be assured that man would foment strike on his own, and that is to say nothing of the beast tribes. Unless we learn to live in harmony, the primals too will return and plague us again and again and again. And yet, despite all of this, your deeds serve to inspire the people. Give them hope for a better tomorrow, and there's no greater gift. We would have the courage to strive for what otherwise seemed impossible. People owe no small part to the dangers that have faced on our behalf. The people who have won over to our cause in doing so. Our list of enemies has ever been long, but thanks to the allies with whom we are now blessed. Of the sylphs of Little Solace who wish not for conflict, or the Alamegans and the Domans who stand with us determined to halt the dread march of the Empire, and that their Cid and the Fellowship of Noah racing to unlock the mysteries of the ancient Alleg, there we might be spared the horror of another. Of course, when speaking of our greatest allies, we must not forget those closest to us, by which I mean our Scion. Thanks to the many and varied talents of our order, uniquely equipped to combat the far-reaching corruption of the Essenes and combat it we shall. Your enthusiasm is truly heartwarming and hesitant. Given our embarrassing wealth of allies, I trust will not inconvenience you unduly if I am absent for a time. Alpha, no, what do you even do? Think of the troubles in Ul'dah no longer require your attention. There are yet some ramblings of discontent in the air. Shimmering violence is largely dissipated to I stand. And to speak of concerning the new organization we discussed. I leave the message for you from Ella, and you recall the refugee girl, one whose parents were missing. They were found unharmed. Wish me to pass on her thanks. Why, Alphana, I might understand that you made the effort to remember the poor girl's name. I look forward to reading all about her in your report. I do not hope left nothing out. You have been away from Revenant's Fall for some time now, I believe. Might I suggest that you put up the affairs in this realm to one side for the moment? Reminds me, one of the Doman children recently inquired as to your whereabouts. Yozin was his name, and I believe there is some small matter he wishes to share with you. Why not oblige him in a visit? So I come home from killing a primal, and you put me on babysitting, dude. What the hell, man? Do I look like I want to be a babysitter? I'm holding a fucking axe. She's holding 2 stabby stabs, and he's holding a casting bar of doom. Wait, no, I'm sorry. He is holding a sword of incredible sharpness and doom.
And electrify.
Hey, babe.
Yeah.
Step outside of the, take a second whenever you step outside.
Crap, there's someone to talk to in here. Hold on. Hello, Yozin. Look, come from his adventures. You're all fighting primals that are some strongest enemies you could ever face, that you could see him in battle. Anyway, we all want to be heroes too. We finally formed our own Doman Adventurers Guild to protect all Domans. You think you can train us today, mister? Maybe you could show us how you fought the primals? What's all this commotion then? Yes, you guys, train them. Bye! Mr. Boulder, Mr. Cultivant, you know that Mr. Beck. So it would seem. Welcome home. My companion and I recently become full members of the Scion and believe proper introductions have been made. I am known as Hoary Boulder, and this bookish fellow is Coltonet. Though we are largely unproven as adventurers, we have taken it upon ourselves to instruct the Doman younglings in the arts of combat. I told you, Mr. Boulder, we are not younglings anymore, we are adventurers. And we were just asking if he could give us some special training. I think we'd be ready to hunt monsters alongside him, don't you? Well, you've certainly been diligent with your drills, but I'm afraid the fiends of Mardona are still ever so slightly too dangerous for you. I have a counter proposal. What if we were to cross swords with him and demonstrate the skill of arms, if you... Or I didn't know better, and I do. I'd say you were merely seeking to test yourself against a legend. Well, perhaps I am, but what matters to motivate with the children stand to learn so much from this lesson? What say you? You consent to a spar with me? I don't seem to have a choice in the matter, do I? Oh, we have a tournament. Come on, everyone must participate in gear something. Do try not to disappoint them. Have faith. I shall summon every last ounce of my strength to make this a worthy contest. Fields to the east of town should prove more suitable for our purpose. I very much look forward to our bout. Am I done? Am I done? I got told to go babysit someone and then got told I was going to be put into a sparring match, and now I don't know what the hell's going on anymore. What is this crazy thing that you have done to me? Does anyone here even do their own laundry anymore, or is it all me?
Can you step out?
I'm trying, damn it! Mer. Oh, you got the costume as well. Nice.
Wait a minute. That's what I'm missing. Hang on. I'm missing
a
a
hat.
very integral piece.
Is it a hat?
Oh, why? Why? Oh no, don't tell me. Don't tell me that I can't.
Your floppy ears got in the way.
You know you do have a potion to change your race, right? If you wanted to.
I don't want to change my race.
Can you not wear it?
No. It's ruined. It's ruined, Brian. Ruined. It's ruined.
I mean, you can always be a dragon chick.
I don't wanna.
But as soon as I said that, the mount like looked up at you and licked himself. He was like, wag.
Wagon. Do the roar.
Do the roar. The roar. Do the roar. I love you, Daddy. I don't have any clothing that I could wear that even remotely looks similar to that. I mean, I could dye something. I could find something and dye it. I could give myself a suit.
I plan on dyeing this. I don't plan on leaving it this purple. I might. I don't.
Because they don't have a Jack Skellington outfit. I wish they did. I really do.
That would be cool. Oh, and I got the orchestral pieces too.
Let me at least look what they have. I don't think they had anything that was even.
For what?
For like Halloween style. Wait, they have new items. Crimson Sunset Piano Collection. What?
That must have been added after I.
Oh, it's just music, and they just added it apparently.
Probably for Thanksgiving and Christmas.
They might have something coming soon. Usually do. Oh my god, we need to get to Heaven's Sword. I need you to meet someone. I just saw their costume on the market and I remembered them and I'm like, you need to meet them.
Well, I mean, we're gonna get there eventually.
The Eastern's officer
Right
uniform
now,
looks okay.
Josh is. I'm not worried about Josh's.
Ah, there we go. Perfect. The loyal butler's uniform. That would fit me perfectly.
You're simply one hell of a butt.
It would be. Oh, they have a Valentine costume. I wonder if you can dye it. It reminds me of like a Harley Quinn costume.
One is like me. To even come close to be like me, you would have to go to medical school, become a psychiatrist, work in an asylum, fall in love with your patient, break said patient out of said asylum, begin a life of crime, jump into a vat of chemicals to prove yourself to a madman, get arrested by the Batman, go back to jail, get out of jail with a bomb on your neck, save the world, go back to jail, get out of jail again, and break up with the aforementioned madman before striking out on your own. Number 2, $6 for tap water with a fucking cucumber stick in it? That's crazy.
I really want to know. I'm gonna Google this real quick and see if this set's dyeable. It would be nice if you could change the colors of it. Let me see. Because a butler costume is expensive. It be dyed. Dyeable, yes.
Hey.
Cool, it's dyeable. Only $5. Hell of a whole lot better than the other.
That's not that bad. Most of the stuff is $5. The only thing that wasn't $5 was the mount that I got, which is why I bought it.
Okay,
Because I was like, it's on sale for $3. I'm not.
I'll put it in Discord real quick so you could see it. Here's the set that I was talking about. There's that one. That's the old Valentine's Day Forget-Me-Not one.
Reminds me of the retainer, but yeah.
Then there's this one which screams Butler. So there you have it.
Neat. Alright, it is officially 3 o'clock.
Yep. I wonder if the Butler one is dyeable.
No, why don't you look?
It is also dyeable. Cool. It better be dyeable. It's $20 fucking for that set. The funny thing is the Valentine's Day one, the blue and black one, is dyeable. But it's believe it or not, it's actually like $5.
It's probably significantly older, which makes it significantly cheaper.
Probably. Okay, well, I'm logging out with the extra experience bonus gained, so.
Oh, happy birthday from all of us to you. Happy birthday, you were a sneaky go-go. Happy birthday. You don't care, do you?
That's it.
I'm getting your belly. What you gonna do about it, huh? Huh? Nothing. You're not gonna do nothing because
Oh, he dyed it black.
what you're gonna do, you're
Yeah, screw the Butler costume. The Forget-Me-Not thing can be dyed completely black.
Oh, well, then there you go.
Yep.
That looks more like a butler. If you dye it all black, that looks more like a butler suit than the other.
Well, look, the first one looks like an actual butler for like a ceremony. The first one, the Forget Me Not Valentine's Day one, looks like a butler when he's actually working. Like one looks like it's for a ceremony, the other looks like it's, you know, normal attire.
It looks like formal attire is basically what the one looks like.
Yeah. The second one's formal. Yeah, that one's $5. Fuck the hat though. The hat can go kiss my ass, but I can find a better hat. Or better yet, I could just wear a giant chocobo head. Yay, chocobo head. Hey, Regson. Welcome to my humble time of grindy grind. Where did I stop? I had just finished carpentry.
You're not coming to bed?
I was trying to remember what I was crafting last, because I need to at least get ready for my next crafting thing. Which basically means I need to figure out what I'm going to be producing a lot of, and get to the area where I'm going to be farming it, and then call it. Pure Goldsmith. Dear God, I need to mend my shit, it's all breaking. Smith. Okay. Do alchemy. Alright, time to go back to Old repair my gear. I'm done. I do the timers before I log, but that's shit. Where be the mender? Shit. It's always.
search parties have scanned the area. Doom has never been found. Moving it to that room, decided to join the search for Dylan Reynolds, investigating many abandoned mines and caves in the countryside nearby. On this particular exploration lens on its entrance to the collapse of the old rock, it should be noted that the old collapse wall is said to be home, but nevertheless, like I said, it is a rock entrance to the investigator. Just the collapse like yes. Which something seems to apply. Not in. Now is a bit difficult to sense the speed of the previous things that were uncertain. This calculate the networks. Reply. Listen. Further to get and then it becomes clear that the toxin is too small for anyone to be hiding inside. So just breathe on watch with this more speed. You can follow the continuing search for Dylan Rounds over on the YouTube channel with the Run Entertainment. Gotta see it, believe it. TikTok user Chewy Goopy recently moved into her new home in Reno, Nevada, along with her husband and their 2 kids. Not long after moving in, the chance of her seeing is very
the husband is from the couple, and I'm a little bit weird that everything happens, and the fact that the camera just stopped at the end of this. I'm not really sure what to do. Just watch it. I'm really yeah. My cat technically like it unless she wants food. So that might have been what it was, but she was asking for particularly harsh and walked away from me, and I thought she would notice something.
watching TV. I approached her and then soon the chick inexplicably just took the wheel. Just the power of my ball to the office. It was strange. But the words of the secret were wrong. The other part. If you were about to go fast, it's there. That's what you really want. The room and